once again to Real Grimmy Tim, and we are coming at you with another video. So today we are actually going to be playing through the Metal Gear series. Now I started this series a little while back, but I never really got a chance to get into it. I had a lot of things going on at the time, just couldn't continue it. But we're going to go ahead and do it now. So what we're doing is we're going to play through the Metal Gear series in chronological order instead of the order of the games. So for example, we're playing Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater right now, but we are actually playing the remake instead of the original because I never played the remake, and I want to check it out. I want to see how it is, see what's different. And we're going to start here, then we're going to go to Metal Gear, which is the Nintendo version, which if you didn't know, the Nintendo version has been ported over to PS5. We're going to go to Metal Gear 1 and 2, then we're going to go to Metal Gear Solid 2, and then finally Metal Gear Solid 4. We are not going to play through the 5 games, Phantom Pain and all that other stuff, because to me, those games are not canon. The Metal Gear Saga, and yeah, I did get the digital deluxe version, but the Metal Gear Saga has always been about the Snake family. Big Boss, Solid Snake, Liquid Snake, Solidus Snake, and we're not going to be playing through what the hell is his name? It's Raiden's game. It's like Revengeance or Resurgence or whatever it's called. We're not going to play through that either, because again, I don't consider that canon. But if you guys watch this and you say, "Hey, we want to see it," then we'll go ahead and we'll do it. But without you guys coming in and saying, "Hey, we want it," I'm not going to play it because I don't consider that canon. I don't really like playing with motion blur. If you like playing with motion blur, that's on you. We're not going to do any filter. Change the look and feel of the game when playing in new style. None. Yeah, we're not going to do no filters. But yeah, other than that, we're just going to do the Snake Saga. Because that's what the Metal Gear games are about. Starting with Big Boss, who's Naked Snake, then going on to Solid Snake, and his story is the one who basically ends it. Demon Snake or Venom Snake or whatever the hell the guy's name from Metal Gear 5, that wasn't Big Boss. It wasn't him at all. So we're not going to play that. Let's see. Arrows, leeches, trank darts. Okay, that might be funny, but we're gonna leave that off. We're gonna do weak camera shake. Picking up downed enemies. Yeah, that's fine. Subtitles English. That's fine. In-game subtitles on. And don't hate on me. I like the in-game subtitles. Yeah. Alright. The hell is Snake versus Monkey? I don't know what the hell that is. Let's see. Peace. No. I hated Peace Walker. I hated Metal Gear Solid 5. I don't like everything. Uniform bandana. Okay, I might select this one. Because I want to see the uniform mummy. I think that might be funny. These are all just camos. Though, I don't know, the bandana sounds awesome. But, yeah, we'll start here. Freely movable third person, overhead. No. Yeah, this is how... It's like over the shoulder, right? Yeah. Let's go with the new style. Let me see. Difficulty level. I know you guys are gonna wanna... You guys are gonna hate on me because I'm not doing extreme. European extreme? Yeah, we're just gonna do normal. Have you all tips? War has changed. Start a game in new style. Okay.
After the end of World War II, the world was split into two, East and West. This marked the beginning of the era called the Cold War.
That's not exactly true, but it's not far off. The world was divided, but the Cold War didn't start until we started having trouble. Ooh, that's kind of loud. The Cold War didn't start until we started having trouble with Russia. Still a little loud. But yeah, we were having trouble with Russia. And it was called the Cold War because there was no actual fighting. It was all propaganda. Like, it was basically just a stalemate on either side. America's leader and Russia's leader both had fingers on the button, as they called it. Threatening, you know, at any time, hey, you know, I can set it off. The Foxhound logo.
Flying over Pakistan, altitude 30,000 feet.
Approaching Soviet airspace.
20 minutes to drop off.
Commencing internal depressurization. Equipment check. Arm main parachute.
All right.
Why would you have to arm the main parachute? In this day and age, it was all...
Got high visibility.
I mean, it was all analog. There was no gas release or anything like that.
Put out that cigar. Connecting oxygen hose to interior connector. Put on your mask. Does this panty waste know what he's doing?
Panty waste?
Approaching
Boy,
release point.
10 minutes
that's the
to drop
greatest
off.
soldier in the world you're talking to.
He said put out the cigar and put on your mask.
Cuban.
Depressurization complete.
Checking oxygen supply.
6 minutes to drop off. Opening rear hatch.
You know, I heard a story that Hideo Kojima came up with the entire Metal Gear storyline on a ride home on the subway, on the train, excuse me, while reading a news article
External temperature
about
-46 degrees Celsius.
the desert, about Desert Storm.
Stand up.
Or it might have been the Cold War. It was one or the other.
Try not to get frostbite from
Considering the first Metal Gear was like 85,
To drop off. Move to
it
the
might have
rear.
been Desert Storm.
activate bailout model.
This is one for the history books. The world's first Halo jump.
10 seconds to drop off. Stand by.
For those of you who don't know, Halo stands for High Altitude Low Opening. It means you are like really freaking high in the air when you jump, like above the clouds.
1.
but you don't open your chute until you're like near ground level. Yeah, you can kiss my grits. Yeah, that was just for style points. Yeah, Hideo Kojima. Dude was a
Jack,
brilliant
I've got some
storyteller.
important news. The head of the CIA has finally given us the green light for the virtuous mission.
Virtual mission?
No, the virtuous mission. The future of our Fox
Easter
unit
egg.
depends on it. If it succeeds, we'll be officially organized into a unit.
Virtuous mission? Sounds like some kind of initiation ritual.
You know, don't get cocky. This isn't a training arm.
I see. So what exactly is this wonderful mission?
Well,
And paid
About
David
2 years
Hayter's
ago-
entire life.
a certain Soviet scientist requested.
'Cause I'm
asylum
sorry.
in the West through one of
Nothing
the
against
models.
Kiefer Sutherland, but the Snake
His name is Nikolai
family,
Stepanovich Sokolov.
they're all David Hayter.
He's head of the OKB 754 design bureau.
I say Snake family.
Soviet's
Solid
top
Snake
secret
and
weapons
Snake
research
Eater
facilities.
will always be David
He's
Hayter. He's
foremost
their
expert
voice.
on weapons development.
Sokolov. Isn't he that famous rocket scientist?
The very same. On April the 12th, 1961, the Soviets achieved the first manned spaceflight in history.
The Earth was blue, but there was no God.
Well spoken. The rocket that carried Yuri Gagarin to orbit was the A-1, known as the Vostok rocket. Sokolov is said to be the man most responsible for the multi-engine cluster used in that rocket. After Gagarin's flight, Sokolov left rocket development to become the head of the newly established Design Bureau.
From a lowly technician to head of a design bureau, that's quite a success story, so why do you want to defect?
It seems he's become afraid of his own creations.
Afraid?
Call it a crisis of conscience.
And for that, he left his country and his family behind and went over the fence?
Not exactly. One of his conditions was that his family was also to be taken safely to the west. He used a mole to get the family out first and succeeded in sneaking Sokolov over the Berlin Wall shortly afterwards. I was the one who conducted the operation.
The security on the eastern side was still full of holes back then. Then what?
We got Sokolov over in one piece, but the whole ordeal had left him exhausted, and we checked him into a hospital in West Berlin. It took him 2 weeks and more than 600 miles to get.
That's another thing I have always liked about the Metal Gear Solid games. They blend like real life events.
Only a week later that we had something
Even
much
like
better.
this footage, this is all like real news footage.
Missile crisis.
It blends them with
October the 16th, 1962.
like game
President Kennedy
game
received
story.
word that the Soviets were in the process of deploying intermediate range
Like that's
missiles.
Kennedy. That's real footage of John Kennedy.
The President demanded that the Soviets dismantle and remove the missiles. At the same time, he announced a naval blockade to prevent further missile shipments from reaching Cuba.
That really happened,
But
the Cuban
Soviets
Missile
didn't
Crisis.
back down, instead placing their armed forces on secondary alert. Soviet transport ships carrying missiles continued on course towards Cuba. US and Soviet forces went on alert for an all-out nuclear war. Frantic negotiations were conducted through the UN's Emergency Security Council and unofficial.
Look online and look for the
Finally, on
nuclear
October
weapon
8th,
safety
the
videos
Soviet Union
that
agreed
took
to
place
remove
during
its
this time.
missiles from Cuba.
Oh my God, they're so
So
ridiculous.
the world avoided a nuclear holocaust. But in
Yep.
order to get the Soviets to
Just
burn
barely
missiles
avoided
out,
it.
we had to make a deal.
You mean the one where the U.S. agreed to remove its IRBMs from Turkey?
No. The Jupiter IRBMs deployed in Turkey were obsolete, and we were going to get rid of them anyway. They had no strategic value whatsoever to either the US or the Russians. The Turkey deal was a ruse, a cover story that was fed to the other intelligence agencies around the world.
So what
That
did
also
the
really
Russians
happened.
want?
It wasn't a ruse.
They wanted us to return Sokolov.
This is game information.
You mean the Soviets pulled out of Cuba just to get their hands on Sokolov?
That's right.
What the hell was he working on?
At the time, we had no idea. We were running out of time. It was either give up Sokolov or risk full-scale nuclear war. In the end, we had no choice. President Kennedy gave in to Khrushchev's demand. The
Yeah,
next
it never
day,
happened.
I got Sokolov.
That's all video game stuff.
Handed him over to agents on the eastern side.
But no, they really did demand that we pull our Jupiter missiles out of Turkey. Like that was the cost of the ending of the Cuban Missile
Then a month
Crisis.
ago, we received some new information from one of our moles.
About Sokolov.
Yes, he was taken back to the research facility and forced to continue working on the weapon in question under KGB supervision. What's more, it's on the verge of completion.
So what kind of weapon is it? Something to do with space rockets?
No, missiles.
Same technology.
I guess you're right. We don't know the details, but it appears to be a new kind of nuclear device.
Like
For half a year
publicly,
now, the Soviets
Kennedy
have been
did.
conducting frequent nuclear
The
tests
blockade
of
was going to stop,
Something to do with
and agreed that they would
Talking
not
about a secret
invade
weapon
Cuba.
so big that Khrushchev
And
was
like they said, this is why it ended, because the Soviets didn't want us in Cuba.
No, according to our
But no, the
intelligence,
secret
Eastern
concession,
Yas,
as it's called,
place in the mountains about 3 miles
Kennedy
to the
agreed
west
to
is
remove
known
the
as
U.S. Jupiter missile stationed in Turkey.
The Virgin Cliffs. Nice name for a virtuous mission.
They moved him there just recently.
Why?
Apparently, they're conducting a field test of the weapon, but it's our best chance to get him back. This mission would never have been possible if he was still in the research facility. This is our last chance. Sokolov must have known that too when he contacted us.
You better not pull your chute. This is supposed to be a halo jump.
Your mission is to infiltrate Selino Yask in the Soviet mountains, ensure the safety of Sokolov, and bring him back to the west.
Getting closer.
If we don't get Sokolov back before that weapon is complete, we'll be facing a major crisis.
Wow, that was
The clock is
okay.
ticking.
The altimeter he's wearing on his arm, that's fairly accurate. No, he pulled his chute way too high. To be a halo jump, no, that was way too high.
Once we've confirmed the rescue of Sokolov, stand by at the recovery point. A recovery balloon
Like he
will
would be
dropped
a
at that
lot
point.
closer to the ground.
Helium will be pumped into the balloon to inflate it. The process takes about 20 minutes. Once it's complete, the gunship's arm will latch onto the balloon and pull it up.
The Fulton surface-to-air recovery system. I'm familiar with the theory.
Take it easy. It's been combat proven.
Do you think Sokolov is up to it?
The shock will be less than during a parachute jump, and the arm can handle up to 500 pounds.
So you're planning on going over the border in a single combat Talon?
She's equipped with two 6-barrel 20mm Vulcan cannons, as well as two 40mm machine guns.
Sounds like she could hold her own against a battalion of tanks.
Even with the fuel in the reserve tank, we're facing a 4-hour time.
Way too high. That's not a halo
Goes
jump.
well,
This
it
is-
shouldn't take more than a few hours.
Anyway,
Home in time for dinner.
But if anything goes wrong, you'll be eating dinner, breakfast, and all the rest of your meals in the jungle.
yeah, with a halo jump, you spend a maximum of like 10 seconds parachuting. And that's a maximum. And the whole point behind it is that they can't shoot you down. Because floating above an enemy area, like an enemy territory like that, they can easily spot you. Okay, you didn't have to make it that dramatic. I can tell the difference between this and the original, but it's not that pronounced. The graphics on the original were not this clean, but they weren't far off.
Do you copy? You're already in enemy territory. Somebody might be listening in. From here on out, we'll be using code names to refer to each other. Your code name for this mission will be Naked Snake. I'll be referring to you as Snake from now on. You're not to mention your real name.
Snake?
Oh, you don't like snakes?
What do you mean?
You've eaten one before, haven't you?
In survival training?
I'm glad to hear that.
I don't know if I'd ever order one in a restaurant, but...
Be careful, you might not have a choice.
What about you, Major? What should I call you?
Let's see. I'll be Tom. Call me Major Tom. This will be a...
I forgot about that.
You must not be seen by the enemy. You must leave no trace of your presence. Is that clear? This kind of infiltration is the Fox unit's speciality. In other words, weapons and equipment are procure on site. That goes for food as well. You're completely naked, just as your name implies.
Great. Now I see why you asked me if I like snakes. I suppose calling me Snake was your idea of a joke, too.
No. There's a good reason for that. I'll tell you later when the time is right.
Gotcha. Getting back to the subject, how exactly am I supposed to feed myself?
You've been issued a knife and a tranquilizer gun. Use them to hunt for food. You'll also find some medical supplies in your backpack.
Yeah, about the backpack. I lost it in a tree on the way down.
I see. Well, you'd better go back and get it then. You know where it is?
No problem. I can see it from here. It's stuck on a branch.
To climb a tree, stand in front of a tree that's covered in ivy and press the action button. I'll be monitoring your progress on the radio. Can't risk violating Soviet airspace, but I'll be in the gunship. My frequency is 140.8.
Breaking the immersion there. Press the action button.
If you need to talk to me, use the send function. Okay, Snake, go get your backpack.
Something tells me I went the wrong way. Yeah, this way. I think. Yeah, there it is. Why are you calling back?
I see you've retrieved your backpack, Snake. To equip a weapon, it's necessary to take it out of your backpack. In the survival viewer, choose Weapon from the backpack. Your available weapons will be displayed in a list on the screen. From that list, choose the weapon you want to equip and press the Enter button. For other
Oh, now it's the
items,
Enter button.
Just do the same thing from Item.
Got it. Use the survival viewer backpack.
Yep, that's right. Survival is fundamental to this mission. After you've been out in the field for a while, your stamina will start to drop. If your stamina gets too low, it'll affect your performance. You won't be able to shoot accurately, for example, and your wounds won't heal as smoothly. Keep an eye on your stamina so you don't run out. To recover lost stamina, you can hunt for local flora and fauna. You can use either your tranquilizer gun or your knife to hunt.
My only weapon is a Mark 22 Hush Puppy tranquilizer gun?
That's right. It's been fitted with its own suppressor. However, the suppressor will deteriorate every time you fire. Once its durability reaches 0, the noise suppression effect will be gone. So don't get too trigger-happy with it. The suppressor's durability is shown in the icon. Any weapons and equipment beyond what you're carrying now, you'll have to find as you go.
I have to find my own weapons and equipment. Whose crazy idea was this, anyway?
Come on.
Solo covert actions are standard Fox operating procedure. can't leave any traces of your presence. No weapons, equipment, footprints, sweat, or bodily waste. The same goes for bullets and cartridges, too. Your presence in enemy territory is already a violation of international conventions of warfare. There aren't supposed to be any American soldiers in Russia. It could spark an international incident. You can't let anyone see you. You can't let the enemy know you're there. This is a stealth mission. You're a ghost, Snake, in every sense of the word.
Ah, European
There'll be no
extreme.
rescue
That
if
makes
you're
sense
captured.
now.
The military
If
and
you get
US
detected,
government
it's game
deny
over.
any involvement in the affair.
Then I'll just have to take care of myself, huh?
I'm afraid so. You've been given a fake death pill for that purpose. SIS guidelines stipulate that soldiers on covert ops like this one be issued a potassium cyanide capsule. Tape it to your body so you can take it when you need to.
How generous of you.
Use it if you're taken prisoner by the enemy. It'll send you into a state of false death for a short time.
Fooling them into thinking that I'm really dead. So, how do I come back to life?
Just take the revival pill.
You mean that thing they put in my tooth before the mission?
That's the one. But be careful. If you remain in a state of false death for too long, nothing will be able to bring you back. Remember that.
I'll keep it in mind. You said this was a solo mission, right?
Right.
I guess that means I can't count on any reinforcements.
Correct. The mission rests entirely in your hands.
A real one-man army.
Relax. There's a support team ready to back you up over the radio.
Who?
I'll introduce them to you. This time, survival is of utmost importance.
Here we
The
go.
first member of the support team will be in charge of monitoring your physical condition, acting as a medic, so to speak, as well as recording your mission data. She's a member of Fox as well, and she's here on the gunship with me.
She.
Hello, Snake. I'm paramedic. Nice to meet you.
Paramedic.
As in a medic who comes in by parachute.
Aren't you going to tell me your real name?
Are you going to tell me yours, Mr. Snake?
My name, huh? It's John Doe.
And they call you Jack for short. You're a regular Captain Nemo.
A name means nothing on the battlefield. After a week, no one has a name. What's your name?
Jane Doe.
Very funny.
I wasn't joking, but I'll tell you my name only if you manage to make it back alive. My frequency is 145.73.
She's also in charge of recording your mission data. Whenever you want to save, send a message over the reserved save frequency, 140.96.
So saving lets me record my mission data.
That's right. It also records the state of your health.
Good to know.
There's one more person I want to introduce you to, Snake. Speaking of snakes, you remember the boss, don't you? A legendary soldier and your mentor. Actually, it was the boss that got the DCI's authorization in the first place. She's going to be serving as Fox's mission advisor.
The boss is?
She also helped me plan this mission. She and I were at SAS together.
Jack, is that you? How many years has it been?
Boss?
That's right. It's me. Talk to me. Let me hear your voice.
It's been 5 years, 72 days, and 18 hours.
Okay, there's no way you knew that.
Wait.
You can tell just by the sound of my voice.
Of course I can. I know all about you.
Really? Well, I don't know anything about you.
What's that supposed to mean?
Why'd you disappear on me all of a sudden?
I was on a top secret mission. You didn't need me anymore.
But there were still so many things I wanted you to teach me.
No, I taught you everything you needed to know about fighting techniques. I taught you all I could. The rest you needed to learn on your own.
Techniques, sure. But what about how to think like a soldier?
How to think like a soldier? I can't teach you that. A soldier needs to be strong in spirit, body, and technique. And the only thing you can learn from someone else is technique. In fact, technique doesn't even matter. What's most important is spirit.
Oh my god, come on.
Spirit and body are like two sides of a single coin. They're the same thing. I can't teach you how to think. You'll just have to figure it out for yourself. Listen to me, Jack. Just because soldiers are on the same side right now doesn't mean they always will be.
Foreshadowing?
Having personal feelings about your comrades is one of the worst sins you can commit. Politics determine who you face on the battlefield. And politics are a living thing. They change along with the times. Yesterday's good might be tomorrow's evil.
Is that why you abandoned me?
No, it had nothing to do with you. I already told you, Jack. I was on a top-secret mission. A soldier has to follow whatever orders he's given. It's not his place to question why. But you're looking for a reason to fight. You're a natural-born fighter, but you're not quite a soldier. A soldier is a political tool, nothing more. That's doubly true if he's a career soldier. Right and wrong have no place in his mission. He has no enemies and no friends. Only the mission. You follow the orders you're given. That's what being a soldier is.
I do whatever I have to get the job done. I don't think about politics.
That's not the same thing. Sooner or later, your conscience is going to bother you. In the end, you have to choose whether you're going to live as a soldier or just another man with a gun. There's a saying in the Orient, loyalty to the end. Do you know what it means?
Being patriotic.
It means devoting yourself to your country.
I follow the president and the top brass. I'm ready to die for them if necessary.
The president and the top brass won't be there forever. Once their terms are up, others will take their place.
I follow the will of the leader, no matter who's in charge.
People aren't the ones who dictate the missions.
Then who does?
The times. People's values change over time, and so do the leaders of a country. So there's no such thing as an enemy in absolute terms. The enemies we fight are only enemies in relative terms, constantly changing with the times. As long as we have loyalty to the end, there's no point in believing in anything, even in those we love.
And that's the way a soldier's supposed to think?
The only thing we can believe in with absolute certainty is the mission, Jack.
All right, but do me a favor.
What is it?
Call me Snake.
Snake. Oh, right. Your codename is Snake. It suits you well.
That's right. The legendary unit that the boss put together during World War II was a Snake. The Cobra unit. A group of heroes that brought the war to an end and saved the world. As long as you've got a...
I'm gonna have to end this episode before we're done with the intro.
Isn't that right, Snake?
Yeah, I can't think of anyone else I'd rather have with me. Oh, and one more thing, boss.
Yes?
It's good to hear your voice again.
Same here. After all, who knows if either of us will make it out alive? Snake, you were always best at urban warfare and infiltrating buildings. But this is the jungle. Survival is going to be key. Those CQC techniques I taught you are sure to come in handy.
CQC? Close quarters combat, huh? I've been in the Green Berets for the past few years. I'm probably pretty rusty.
Not to worry. I'll be here to help you remember. After all, this is your first actual survival mission. I'll be supporting you over the radio.
Where are you, boss? Next to the Major?
The boss is communicating with us by radio from aboard a Permit-class submarine in the Arctic Ocean.
My frequency is
Uh-uh.
141.80.
Don't worry, I'm not gonna spoil
My
them.
advice on battle techniques.
Though this is an old game, but I mean,
Your
I
mission
shouldn't
is
be
to
able to
retrieve
spoil this
Dr.
for you
Sokolov.
guys.
Dr. Sokolov is being held in an abandoned factory located to the north of your current position. Avoid heavy combat and don't let anyone see you. Don't forget that this is a stealth mission.
Oh, can I finally play now?
Snake, try to remember
Nope.
some of the basics of CQC.
That is a tiny knife.
Commencing virtuous mission now.
Yes, I know all about it. Taste unknown. Motion detector. So that's the solitometer. These are the masks and a compass. Alright, naked. Naked. Tiger stripes. The negative and positive, I'm guessing, are how camoed you are. Proceed without being detected. And boost natural life recovery rate. Yeah, I remember that now. Okay. Yeah, this is a part of the these camos, or these uniforms, whatever you want to call them. Okay. Big ass gators. Oh, big ass gators. Little, okay, I don't get what the little dots are. Birds, maybe? Yeah, they gotta be birds. It's in Russian. Oh, some nasty looking binoculars.
Major, I've spotted 2 enemy soldiers.
They're probably KGB troops sent to guard Sokolov.
AK-47s and grenades.
Snake, your presence in Soviet territory is already a violation of international law. We can't let the Kremlin find out that the CIA and the American government are involved. Contact with the enemy is strictly prohibited. Don't engage them in battle either. This is a stealth mission. Got that?
The Major is right. The point of this mission is to sneak through the jungle without being seen. The success of the mission depends on how well you use your camouflage. Change your camouflage by selecting Camouflage from the Survival Viewer. The Uniform option lets you pick your uniform, while the Face option lets you change your face paint.
Oh, really?
Choosing camouflage that blends in with your surroundings will help you conceal yourself more effectively.
Oh, would
Don't
not have
forget
guessed.
that anything that moves will stand out in the jungle. If you just stand up and run around like an idiot, you're bound to be spotted. But if you crawl instead, you should be able to sneak by without being noticed. You can see how effective your camouflage is by looking at the Camo Index. The Camo Index shows how well your current camouflage blends in with the surrounding area. The higher the value, the harder you are to spot, and vice versa. The key is to make yourself one with nature. Keep that in mind as you go along, okay?
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, we need to change. This is probably going to be my best one right now. Yeah. Face paint's also the best I got right now. Uh-uh. That's a funny place to hide a grenade. What the hell? Again, funny place for thermals. Where the hell am I supposed to go? Up there, maybe? Yes. Dude, he's like 15 feet from you. Seriously, look at him. Oh. These areas are pretty small. I don't remember it transitioning like this from area to area. It's been a minute since I played this game, of course, but this is a remake.
Major, I've reached the abandoned factory where Sokolov is supposedly being held. This place is a dump. I can't see Sokolov from here.
You're outside.
It's pretty tight.
It's 2 guards.
There are sentries posted around the perimeter. I wonder how
You're
many
like
are
30 feet
inside.
away from them. I'm sorry I'm complaining so much.
Sokolov is inside the factory. They should be holding him in a room in the northeast section.
Northeast section. Got it.
Be careful. Your mission is to bring Sokolov back alive. He must not be exposed to any kind of danger. Do not approach Sokolov while in the alert phase.
Right.
Oh, and one more thing, Snake.
You mean there's more?
No, it's just that when you get to Sokolov, I want you to tell him something from me.
And that is?
Sorry for being so late.
Is that all?
Yes.
Understood. Beginning my approach to the target.
Alright, so because of all of the intro, we're going to have to call it here. Again, thanks for tuning in. Make sure you drop a like on the video if you liked it. If you didn't, drop a comment. Let me know what type of content you want to see in the future. And hit the subscribe button. It's free, and you can always change your mind later. Again, I love interacting with you guys. I love seeing all your support. And thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode. Peace out, everybody.